Assalamu alaikum. Here, psychologist Ariba Server. So today we have a topic about cognition and attention. Firstly, we discuss what is attention. Attention is the ability to choose, concentrate on relevant stimuli. Attention is the thing that we have uh, put your concentration of something, of some person, some things, some word. These called attentions. कुछ person भी attention seeking होते हैं about their behavior, about their work, about their life. Attention is the cognitive process that makes it possible to position ourselves toward relevant stimuli and consequently respond to it. It's a cognitive process. So that's why the attention is connected with the cognition. The cognitive ability is very important in the essential function in our daily lives. Second is types of attention. There are many types of attention. Firstly, we discuss about something about the attention type. Attention is a complex process to use almost over daily activities. Over time, it's a scientific researchers have found the attention is not a single process. It also have some sub processes. The most accepted model of attention subcomponent is currently held by the Solberg and Matry in 1987 to 1989. It is based on the clinical case of experimental neuropsychology. According to this model, attention have a following divisions. Attention have a arousal, refer to the activation level of alertness, whether we are tired and energized. जब हम टायर्ड एंड एनर्जाइज होते हैं तो हमारे किसी भी लेवल ऑफ एक्टिवेशन पर हमारी अलर्टनेस होती है उसे अरोजल शो करवाती है. फोकस्ड अटेंशन इज द अटेंशन एबिलिटी टू द स्टिमुलाई which we have take focus about on that. Sustained attention is a stimuli of ability that is long period activity of time. लॉन्ग पीरियड तक किसी चीज के ऊपर हमारी अटेंशन रहना, that is sustained attention. The ability to specific stimuli of activity presence of distracting stimuli is a selective stimuli. यानी on a one thing हमारी जो है वो attention रहना, जैसे कि हम कुछ सोच रहे हैं, कुछ देख रहे हैं, कोई काम ऐसा कर रहे हैं जो का कंसंट्रेशन हमारी अटेंशन मांगता है, तो उसके ऊपर हमारा फोकस्ड रहना. लेट्स सपोज हम फर्ज कर लेते हैं कि एक टेस्ट है जो हमने देना है और जो हमारे लिए बहुत ही ज्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट है और उसमें हमारे माइंड का, हमारी बॉडी का, हमारी जो है हर चीज का अटेंशन उसके ऊपर रहना जरूरी है. दैट कॉल्ड द सिलेक्टिव अटेंशन. alternating attention is the focus between the two or more stimuli. Dividing attention is the same attention by the ability of a different stimuli at a same time में हम 4-5 चीजों के ऊपर अपनी अटेंशन क्रिएट कर रहे हैं. That's called the divided attention. So sustained attention means the focusing on a person, task or activity, certain the relevant conversation तक उसके ऊपर attention को create करना, focusing करना is the sustained attention. For example, we learn the types of attention in school by engaging the fellows, learners, teachers. And the example is when we learn through studying and writing tests and exams, our attention is completely changed. So that is called sustained attention. Another related type is known as focused attention. Focused attention is the involved of able to rapidly respond by the external stimuli, loud noise, images, forms, and different more important survive things about responded in a changing in the environment. So that's called the focused attention. Divided attention is the trying to focus on many different conversation, tasks, activities. Multitasking person, as known as multitasking person of common practices. At the same time, we are giving attention to the different and alternating things mistakenly, or multitasking, seamlessly moving about the another task. First task is complete, then on that time, on same time, we are give attention to another task. That is called the divided attention of a selective attention. Selective attention is the being able to focus on a specific task, stimulously able to block out the background or noise of stimuli. यानी कि कोई भी नॉइज, कोई भी स्टिमुलाई, कोई भी वर्क, कुछ भी जो हमारी अटेंशन को जो है वो हटा ना सके, हमारे फोकस को वहां से कम ना कर सके, दैट इज कॉल्ड द सिलेक्टिव अटेंशन ऑफ अ सेंसिटिव वैल्यूएबल tool in being able to function on noisily. Example is the read a book. We are reading a book on a loud background and a noise, but we don't have make your attention on other things. We are always give attention to our book, engaging stimuli, thoughts, which are run in our brains due to reading of a book. Executive attention. Executive attention is a similar and selective attention to the involves of the being block and distraction between a specific task, otherlessness of the prioritization and focusing activities. हम अपनी priorities and certain goals को भी जो है वो sometimes जो है वो neglect कर देते हैं due to some attention of a selective thing. For example, managing director is a company and can't attend to everything that is going, but they can block out the hundred of emails they receive and devote themselves to completing the critical task of the day. That is the example of executive attention. Next is attention system and neurotolerance. Rectangular activation system, RAS, is the alert system of our body. It's all about the cognition and attention connections. It is closely related to the rectangular formation of a connection in a limbic system, in a thalamus, in a basal ganglia, and frontal areas. These are the sustained attention and arousal attention in the body. Posterior attention system, PAS, or of orientation system. The system is charged to focus on a selective attention and visual stimuli related to the posterior parietal cortex, lateral pelvic nucleus, and thalamus, and the superior collicus. These are the focused attention and selective attention of our body. Anterior attention system, AAS, are the executive system because they have a selective and sustained attention and divided attention to the closely related parafrontal distal cortex of our orbitofrontal cortex. This is the anterior cytologic cingulate cortex of a supplementary motor areas. These are neurosystem, stadia nuclei. That's all are our executive system of a anterior attentional system. Examples of attention. Most of the times, the first example of the aspect of studying of at school. When we study, we awake and attentive to the reading, hearing. Sustained attention is especially important in a study. About the reading and same information according to the learned, boring, monotonous, and why. Sustained attention is the focused studying for hours, losing time and forgetting information that you are read. Attention is essential for of any type of work. Certain amount of reading is a writing and a traffic in a controls, drivers, doctors, CEOs, everyone have to give their attention to our professional career just because becoming a successful person. ADHD, inattention and other disorder associated with attentional problems. Attention problems is a necessity the proper of a functioning of cognitive skills. If we don't have our cognitive skills have problems, then we have also some attentional seeking problems. Daily activities are difficult to complete our task, difficult completely to react normal and attention levels of thought throughout the day. Troubling paying attention to the mid-afternoons and not necessarily mean that we have present of alternation or some factors are affected over tiredness, over temperature, high temperature, consuming drugs, substance. These are the factors which are give problems to our cognitive skills and our attention problems. These executive attentional states are known as the hyperoxia, or the contrary is known as the hyperoxia in inattention. These are attentional deficit hyperactive disorder. ADHD is the attention deficit disorder, which is probably well-known disorder with a strong component of attention, alert attentionness. It have a stimuli of controlling behavior in a general. The brain of the people of ADHD have been shown the series of anatomical differences in nuclear equivalence and of steroid nuclei of pituitary and amygdala, hippocampus, prefrontal areas, and thalamus. These have a neuroanatomical differences and symptoms which have a consequences on the late brain maturation. So we have a problem in our cognition, in a brain maturation. These are becoming the disorder which is we called ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder. This disorder are merely present in the abnormal child, which when they are grow up, these become more severe to them. But we have a therapies on that. We have a different medical treatments on that. So we have to be careful about these things. Thank you so much. That's all from my side.